Hello guys, welcome to episode 2 of Super Survival. Guys, I am really pumped for this series. I'm definitely going to be keeping it. I've loved it a lot. It's awesome. It's my survival and I've been having so much fun on this world. You won't be able to believe what I've done so far. We're back here at the skeleton farm. If you remember from last episode, this is the area. So what I did is I moved it, I edited it a little bit. So first of all, there are items under these hoppers. That's one thing. So I have it whenever I kill skeletons. I'm gonna turn up the music for skeletons. Whenever I kill the skeletons, I get XP and everything. But I have this feature that if I have too many skeletons and I don't want to kill them all, I can just flip it like this and the fences change so that they can't attack me and I can still attack them, where that time I was too close in. And if I close it, they all suffocate because they have 1 heart damage from the fall. The hoppers pick up their items. If a mob falls, I can just leave this open. If I just leave it open, the skeletons, they all just die from fall damage. Except for the guys that started falling. And if I leave it like this, they survive. But if I flip it, they'll die. So this right here, I can walk up to the block. There's these iron bars. They're kind of half blocks because they're connected to this block. So I can hit them, their items can flow out easily. Wait for one to come. So I can just hit them, they'll flow out easily. What if I do it like this? These iron bars, their hitbox changes because there's no more block for them to attach to. So that makes it so skeletons can't come to me. But that also makes it so that, only mobs die right there. So that's one really good thing. I've been going AFK a lot around here. And, yeah, I just kill them like that all the time. Kill this guy, I don't like him. And if I leave the door open, then they'll just die of fall damage. So that's good. I've been AFKing here a lot, getting a lot of bones and stuff. And man, there are more feather falling guys now than ever. So I kill a guy, but also added something. So just in case I want to go AFK for my EXP, I can just go to here. This is a fish farm designed by can't remember what his name is. Something Nims TV. This is a design by Nims TV. I'm gonna go. How it works is you flip the switch, and all of a sudden this thing dispenses fishing rods at you. You're supposed to fill up your inventory whenever you do it, but it does that, and you're supposed to hold down the right click button. You throw the fishing rod, and you get to go fishing. It's supposed to be very, very efficient, and it definitely is. I got this. I actually have a Twitch, guys. Check me out. It's Respawn Master 4. I have a Twitch, and I did a 40-minute live stream of me just AFK fishing. So yeah, this is what I got within about less than an hour. I got a saddle, which is nice. So I can just go AFK fishing like this if I put a weight on my mouse. I'm going to put all the fishing rods in here. I'm going to go in game mode 3. And I always do this. I'm going to go into game mode 3 and show you how the redstone works. So how it works is you throw your fishing rod. Here, let me turn it on. Alright, survival. Flip the switch. So how it works is basically there's this clock running around the thing, and whenever you throw the fishing hook turns off the clock because it's in the tripwire, and you just have you spam the iron trap door. But then whenever the fish gets caught, the bobber goes down, which turns on the clock, which moves the trapdoor, which lets you pull in the fishing rod. There's also a little bit of redstone down here for the droppers. And yeah, it also, the droppers, what they do is they dispense out the fishing rods. It's real easy to get in and out of. So yeah, that's my high-tech, awesome spooky noise. That's my high-tech, fancy fishing farm. And if there are a little bit of guys here, I do that, and they die. In fact, what I do a lot of times, I let them gather up like this, get a little bit XP. Once I have enough, just spam that like that, and they all die. So yeah, that's my little stash right there. Yeah, but like I promised you guys last time, I'm going to go show you my villager trading hall. I made a completely AFK automatic villager trading hall. It's really quite cool. That guy took forever to die. But yeah, my villager trading hall is a great design. So I'm going to go show you right now. Catch you guys. Okay, so guys, I'm here at the spawn village. Okay, so I'm back. What I was saying is the villager trading hall is a great design. How it works is, you hear some villagers from the villager trading hall here. How it works, I'm going to go into game mode 3. How it works is, basically there are these villagers up here. And if you look at them, look deep into their eyes. They throw, you see that? They threw some carrots. They throw lots and lots of carrots. They actually have a food farm that works, that gives them carrots. So what happens is, they get carrots, they throw carrots, then they, have the carrots go down here. Or no, they're villagers, sorry. They breed and the villagers pop out. This is a little test I was doing with the sticky piston. It's nothing important. So yeah, the baby villagers are born. They get pushed out into the water stream. They flow down here. They drop into some water. Then they grow up, and once they grow up enough, and there are enough villagers in there, the villagers push them up this water stream. Like this librarian guy will get pushed up the water stream. He gets pushed up the water stream into this little area. So then, it's basically the village area. If they get killed by zombies, that's too bad. But we basically have this little village where the villagers can live. And there's carrots there for the villagers to play and everything. But right here, this is where the real magic comes in. You see the trapdoors in the stone? Actually, it's a trapdoor. It's a redstone trapdoor. And how it works is, there's redstone that powers the pistons right here. And what powers that, basically it's powered so that no villagers can fall in there. Whenever it's unpowered, the pistons are open and villagers can fall through. So yeah, the villagers, they flow down here, down this little water stream, down this other water stream, into this little area right here. Now, what I have right here is just this little area for the villagers to walk around and everything. And basically, on the other side, I have carpets. And with the carpets, the villagers, they think that they can walk through the carpets. They think the carpets are air blocks, kinda. They think that they can walk through the carpets. So they try and walk through the carpets, and then they get trapped by a they get trapped. They walk on the pressure plate. The pressure plate activates a piston, which closes off the block, which means no more villagers can go in there. Now what I have is, if it's powered, which means the villagers during the pressure plate, it sends off a negative pulse. This negative pulse continues going all the way through these pieces of redstone. What it does then is it inverts it. It gets in over here, and Why are there carrots here? Oh no. Oh, that's a mistake. Oopsies. Here, I'll show you what that is later, guys. Basically, the redstone, it goes through here. Then it goes up a torch clock. It goes up a few torches. And, yeah, it powers the trapdoor. So whenever there's not enough villagers, the trapdoor will open. So, yeah, that's how it works. But in order for the villagers to breed, they need carrots. And sometimes they run out of carrots, something happens to their carrots, blah blah blah. And they start starving. If they're starving, they will not eat, they will not breed. So what I have right here is an item elevator. It's by test one something 5, I don't know. He has a bunch of random digits after his name. But there's a couple of water streams here. Oh no. Why is it like that? There's obviously an error with my thing, and I have nothing to fix it with, so I'm just gonna use glass right here. So yeah, under here, if you look straight under here, there's not supposed to be that, like how you saw the carrots there earlier. Let's just pretend these are solid blocks, because the carrots are supposed to go through the solid blocks. So yeah, assuming that those are solid blocks, they go down here into a village item elevator. What happens here is the villagers, maybe you can give me an example. The villagers, they see the other librarian. The farmers see the librarian, and they think that they should give him food. So they throw food to him, and the food goes into an item water thing. And yeah, he just gives him all of his food. Then whenever he needs more food, he goes and gets more food from here. This right here is a little system that is connected to a sticky piston that basically, if the villager walks away, the tripwire will deactivate and the crop will go away. So yeah, that's how that works. So basically, it's a food farm. The food farm design is by I can't remember his name. Unary Bit. So yeah, the food, they just AFK here. The food goes up here, all the way up here. It used to go through the redstone. That is totally unintentional. Through that other water stream, and it goes up another water elevator. And yeah, so it just goes into the villagers, and they eat the carrots. So that's the entire breeder done. The villager trading hall done. I expected this episode to be way longer. But I've still got some stuff to show you. So yeah, this is my little house area. I did go exploring. I found some vines and everything whenever I was at the swamp. But yeah, here I'm going to show you a couple things I have. I have a beacon. I'll show you that next episode. Cobble. Unanimous items. I'm going to move these bookshelves into this chest. I have 49 diamonds. I have actually 50. My others are somewhere else in my other base. And I'm going to move the bookshelves up here. So yeah, I don't have an enchanting table right now. I just took it up because I don't know where to put it. It's my new base I'm building and everything. So yeah, this is my old excuse me. Those are my items. Those are some ender pearls that I'm collecting for the ender dragon. I think I actually have some blaze powder. I could go kill the ender dragon anytime I wanted, but I don't really want to that bad. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go down here. Actually no. I have another entrance to my base. There used to be something else. I blocked it off. But yeah, this is my current entrance into my base. I've got a few things here, but I'm not going to show you some of them. I'll show you that tomorrow, or next episode I meant. Because I've got some pretty new features, and I don't want to show them off yet. Yeah, through this wall, there's just the ladder. And I capped it off. I can't remember why. Kind of because it doesn't fit there. But yeah. Oh no, I don't want to go to the nether. Yeah, so here I just trade with all the villagers. I almost have one of every type of villager. I definitely have like one of every useful type. I have a nice little red clay decoration. I got the red clay from the mesa. So I have a leather worker, librarian that trades for a smite 5 sword. I've got a farmer that I used a lot. I have a butcher that I don't ever use. I have a librarian here that has a silk touch book. That's the only reason I keep him alive. I have another villager here who has a great paper trade. I think it's the best one he can get. And he also has protection 4 book, luck of the C3, and I'm not sure what his other thing is, infinity 1, so that's a pretty good villager. Here's just a fisherman. This toolsmith is actually where I get all my pickaxes. Yeah, I have these emeralds. I trade for the pickaxes. I unenchant them by combining 2 at a time, and I enchant them again. This is my armor. He gives off an awesome chest plate. That's what I'm using for my chest plate right now. There's this villager right here. He's a librarian. He gives fire aspect swords, which I like, aqua affinity, and efficiency 1, ugh. This villager has sharpness 4, I believe. Sharpness 4, thorns 1, and fortune 1. This guy is a weaponsmith, so that's where I get my swords and my axes from. That's where I got this axe from. And a cleric. He's just a cleric. I haven't used him much. And my armor, I enchanted this random helmet. I got no good enchantments on it. This right here is a chest plate I got from the villager. And these are my supreme soups. It took me a while to get these. They have Death Strider 3, Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, and Feather Falling 4. So they're pretty much the best boots ever, in my opinion. So yeah, that's my villager trading hall. Those are all my good villagers. I'm gonna go show you where I actually get the emeralds from. Aw, dang it. Okay, so down here, this is where I used to have another sugarcane piston thing. I took that down. Yeah, this right here, this is a different project. I'll show you next episode. But this is where I get my sugarcane. I just get it from down here. I collect my sugarcane, and then I trade the sugarcane from emeralds. It's a good system. If I let it grow all the way, I mean, paper is a great source of emeralds. I have 27 right now, and I don't even need any tools. So yeah, that's the path to my skeleton farm. And yeah, it's pretty much everything for the village trading hall. That's how I get my emeralds. That's how I do everything. So yeah, I'm planning on making a better emerald farm, because, you know, auto mining the sugarcane isn't very fun. I'd rather be making something that can make the auto mining sugarcane thing. So I'm not really sure I should do that. If I should, even what I should sell the emeralds for. I'm thinking about selling paper for emeralds, carrots for emeralds, wheat for emeralds, leather for emeralds. I'm not sure, melons, pumpkins for emeralds. Last world, I had a really good pumpkin farm. I had double chest of pumpkins, and I basically had all of the emeralds you could ever watch. So, yeah. That's the villager trading hall. I shut off the village. I did go exploring. I'll show you some of the stuff I got from that. And I didn't want to show you. Actually, I'm going to show you this next episode, so I'm going to cut here. Okay, so I'm up here. I just used my little system. Took me like 5 seconds. So I'm going to show you what I found on my expedition. One thing I found is snow from the extreme hills biomes. I found oak saplings, dark oak saplings, acacia saplings, and spruce saplings. That's where I've been getting all my wood, and I've been getting a lot of wood. So, yeah, that's that. That's where I'm getting my wood. I'm just coming out here, placing down saplings, bone mealing it, because I have the bone farm, and voila. So, yeah, it's nighttime, so I should probably go sleep right now. Well, first I'll show you, I have vines. Vines are what I found from the swamp biome. They were very useful. Actually, no, I haven't used them at all, but they're still going to be useful for stuff like the Enderman farm. And this right here is some pumpkins I found. I found pumpkins, so I set up a little mini farm right here. Gonna put that up. So yeah, that's my little pumpkin farm. I want melons. I really tried hard to find a jungle biome, but I never did find one, since everywhere around me is dry biomes. This is my sheep pen, full of sheep that I'll never use. In fact, I'd forgotten it was there. So yeah, as you can see at nighttime, all the villagers, they go into this little focalized area, and they just sit here, and since there's villagers in the system, they are staying like that. And yeah, all the villagers that were in here at the beginning of the episode have all grown up. And yeah, yeah, the thing is that if there's too many villagers up here, eventually a zombie will come from somewhere and kill the villagers. Although that doesn't happen very much, and I usually have to lure a zombie. So yeah, it's a village. That's everything. Next episode, I'm gonna tell you what I've built. Actually, no. I'm gonna show you me AFK fishing. I'm gonna record it, and possibly I'm gonna go show me AFK fishing, and I'll possibly even show you my live streaming. Well, so yeah, I'm gonna go to the fishing area, and I'll show you my XP. Okay, so I'm here at the skeleton farm again. Alright, let's look at the chest on how much stuff there is. There's about this much stuff. I'm gonna get rid of all the bows. The bows are space takers and annoying. So I'm gonna take all that. Plus I need some more jeans. So I'm gonna take that. What I do with the bows is I just throw them into this pit for them to despawn. I actually have a bow of my own that I use. I just throw them into that pit. And yeah, we're gonna go AFK for about 10 minutes. And yeah, I'll show you where I've gone after 10 minutes of AFKing. So let's just look at the chest. This is everything I have. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Actually, no. I'll AFK for 10 minutes. I'll show you 10 minutes of me AFKing. And then I will, I'll go AFK for about an hour or two, and then I'll show you my end result. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so I've got AFK for about 10 minutes. The farm stopped. And this is what I got. I got a few fish, and that's pretty much it. I got nothing good this run, but I only was AFK for about 10 minutes, so that's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go out here, see how many skeletons I got in 10 minutes. That looks like about 100 skeletons. So I'm gonna turn down my sounds. Normally what I'd do is if I was not level 30, I would start attacking them like I am now, and I would just kill them all till I was level 30 or something. But as you can see, I'm level 39. I don't need any levels, so I'm just gonna do this and then do this. Boom, they're all dead. All I have to do is pull back the piston, push it forward. That suffocates them. Since they're on half a heart, they instantly die. So yeah, that's my thing. And there is a lot of things in there that are still processing. Bows are not wanted. So yeah, that's what I got in like 10 minutes. And yeah, now, next episode, I've already built this, so I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to show you my snow golem farm. I'm going to show you my, my awesome elevator. I'm going to show you my, AFK area, my wheat farm, my cow farm, and my iron golem farm. All next episode, or maybe one at a time. Because that's the kind of stuff I don't want to really show you. Spoiler alert reasons. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to go and render this and upload it by Sunday night. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.